I owe only obligation to only the people of Sierra Leone and to God. God first and the people of Sierra Leone. My take on the disaster at Kube, I am squarely going to put that disaster on APC. APC is the cause of that disaster. And APC have been doing things that we are doing things now that it is time for them to know what they are really doing. No, I know the question that they made this morning. I don't know what that they made yesterday. I know the course they were not doing nothing. Anyway, I'm talking about the fire in Susan Bay. I'm not here to filter my thoughts. I'm not here to filter my mind. I'm not here to let anybody like me. I'm here to say it as it is. I am here to tell you people that APC is the cause of that fire at Susan Bay. Yes, they are the cause. APC has been in power for 10 good years before SLPP came in. The former mayor who was there in Freetown, these people, the mayor in Freetown, those who were there before Akinsoya, you know, to tell you the truth, I don't want to filter it. Some of we Salon people, we just wicked to we safe. Saloma, we wicked to we safe, period. You know, there are things in the book. There are things in the book that's been written. And those things in the book are the things that keeps a country going, what they call law. Mm-hmm. Any country in the world that does not have planning, any country in the world that is not planned, it is prone to disaster. Yes, it is prone to disaster. If we all want to be truthful to ourselves, when we look at some of these houses that have been built in Freetown, I'm not talking about the interior, because I don't know about the interior. I'm talking about Freetown. We will know that the former minister of lands under APC, the mayor under APC, they are not good people. True, they're not no better people. Then disaster where they cause so, they are the causer, then are the fault. You know, I mean, I don't want to bring, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to offend people with what I'm going to say, and I don't want you to take it personally, but I'm going to go there in a little bit of way, and I hope some of you guys will understand where I'm coming from. Okay? If we listen to the leaked video of the mayor, right, who is a pure Freetonian, who knows the essence of gutter, who knows the essence of dirty box, who knows the essence of cleanliness. You understand? She is doing her best with what she met that was there before. You understand? Now, if they had given people permits to build unconventionally without no plan, there is no way for her to amend those situations. The reason for this massive fire, thank God there was no loss to lives. There was a six-story building that was built by a Fuller guy. And according to the plan, the plan of Sierra Leone, the place that this guy built his house is an access road. The place that this guy built his house is an access road. APC is the cause of this disaster. They went ahead and gave people permits to build in places that they know within themselves that those places are not accessible. Heaven forbid, if that fire had happened in the middle of night, do you know how many people would have lost their lives? All because I am not here to sugarcoat my words. But APC is the cause of that disaster. And so many disasters that are happening. So many disasters that are happening in Sierra Leone, APC is the cause. I'm not here to sugarcoat my words on them. You could not be giving people permits to build anywhere in which the country has a plan. If that fire had happened in the middle of night, do you know how many people would have died? APC was just giving people permits to build anywhere. I'm telling you, even where my mother has a house, back of girls' school, on the road, APC gave people permits to build. APC is the cause of all this natural disaster that is happening in the country. The APC people, they are the ones. How on earth are you going to give somebody permits to build on the road? How on earth are you going to give somebody permits to build on the road? No planning. And then when the mayor is... That's why I said I don't want people to... I do not want to bring the mayors in this. But the fact is, APC is the cause of this disaster. Even the mudslide, APC is the cause. You, the former minister, you know there are certain areas that you could not build. But you were selling those lands. You were giving permit to build those places. There are houses that are built with no roads. When you stand at St. John in those days, you do not see Frabe College. But now you stand in St. John, you see all the way to Frabe College. I'm not going to blame SLPP on this. I am going to put the blame squarely on APC. That didn't make me pull in APC for in a thief. You know? APC, you people were not thinking. In a be just a give land fitifata, in another file no procedure. All those houses got burned because of one building that stood in the way. So what are talking about going for goodie? Millions of people are devastated today. All because of APC. The former mayor, the former lands minister, they should be in the forefront of doing that campaign for that area now. APC was just giving people fiti-fata permits. Go build up the mountain. Go build down the valley. APC is the cause of all this natural disaster. You give people permits to build in places that do not even have access. You give people permits to build in garbage places. You give people permits to build on the roads. APC. APC, you people are the real cause of this fucking natural disaster. You were just there enriching yourself and never planning the fucking city. Thank God there is nobody who died. No roads. You were just giving people permits to build everywhere. And today, millions of people, of millions of dollars is gone. Thank God there was no loss to life. But how are those people going to start their lives again? I hope so you, the former minister of land, so been they give land fitifata. You know me they think about the development of the area. You know me they think about access road. Because in a all be sick for they know they thief the people them. In a complacent way the people and then a slump. If there was an access road, do you think that whole area would have been wiped out? APC, you APC people, you APC people. If I turn pina, what? God bless it that nobody know Diana. In Abidjan, they give people a land 50 fata, they build a place where God know they. It don't get sense. Some of you don't come make and don't go abroad in a sea planning. When you turn up, you look at New Englandville. You see the boulder they up there. But at the same time, the fucking APC give people a place to go build and a place today. Just that people they go lose their life. It is sad. People don't know those, sell for 20, 30 years, for manage themselves. Then one day, disaster go for them like that. And fail not to realize, those people are the taxpayers. They are the ones who are paying their tax. They are the taxpayers. Then they pay tax on Abidi. But then they could not enjoy the amenities. No road for them. In a disaster of that magnitude, there is no road. Because somebody built a house right on the middle of the street. And who gave them authority? APC. And I get for left for them kind of witch thing and I love it that people them go. Some of you guys have been all over the world. You see planning in cities. You see planning. Some of these people build houses, no road. No road to go to those houses. APC was there giving them permits. For a disaster like this, for a whole community to go like this, all because there is no access road. And who is the cause? APC. They were so greedy. They were so greedy. All they were thinking about is enriching themselves. Planning the city. They could not. People build houses that they don't even have access to go to. Who gave them permits? APC. APC gave them our trash dirty box to build. Gave them roads on the middle of the road to build houses. APC is the cause of this natural disaster. And I hope they get up and realize that they are the cause of this natural disaster in Sierra Leone. How can you be giving people land to build and no access road? Do you imagine in that area, if there is an emergency of a pregnant woman, how will they able to take her from that community when there is no access road? You see where infant mortality and all these things, where they start from. Slump, no road, no planning. APC did that. You go up the hills. APC gave all those lands to people without no planning. People building mansions without no road to go to their houses. I'm not going to blame SLPP on this. I'm going to blame APC squarely on this. And I hope they gather up their belts and help those people. I hope they gather up their belts and help those people. You were giving people land. You were giving people land to build houses without no access road. You APC people, you were giving land to people without no access road. If somebody is pregnant down that Susa Bay, they call an ambulance. They have to carry her. And most of you guys have traveled the world. You see planning. You see planning. I'm not going to blame SLPP on this. This is going squarely on APC. You have been there before. You people were in the power. You people were just giving lands to people. No planning. Anybody can come and build on the middle of the streets. And today we see the disaster. We see the disaster. Even in the diaspora, they have low areas, but everything is planned. And there's a master plan for Sierra Leone. Especially Freetown, I know there's a master plan. But APC just did what they wanted to do. To compensate their ignorant followers. Just tell them, take that, government land. No planning. APC is responsible for this disaster. And I hope the APC people will get up and help those people. Thank God there was no loss of life. That whole area got burned because there was a 6-story building right on the access road. The access road. That was where APC allowed somebody to go and build a 6-story building. So that whole disaster was caused because there was no access road to go to the area. And who is the causer? APC. APC. The former mayor, the former land minister, they are the cause of this disaster. APC people. They were not thinking about the betterment of Freetown. They were not planning. They were just doing things. So Freetown has a book. Yeah, it has a plan. It has area that they should not be building. But if APC had been in power for 10, 11 years, and they allowed those people to build in those places, and today there is disaster, APC is responsible. They are the ones responsible. I'm not here to sugarcoat my words on what I want to say. If the mayor, the former mayor, had planned, he would not be granting permits to build in access road. The former lands minister of APC, if he had planned for Freetown, he would not have been given a permit to build on access road. In Adokan, rubbish country now. Rubbish. The Freetown in Adokan, rubbish. When you go to Kokulbe, they have banked till they've gone into the water. All because why? The lands minister, they're not serious. When we go to develop country, we they see planning. We they see planning. But now no planning. Anybody can build on top gutter safe. Anybody can build any side. Hell, I tell you now, when one Sierra Leonean die, now we all die. When one Sierra Leonean lost in property, now we all lost with property. Because what you do, maybe I don't know the person, but me paddy, in cousin, in friend, in sister, is sabi the person. So we'll trace them. We are all one people. We are all one people. It's either we are intermarried, we intergo school, we interpaddy, but we are all one people. We either you know me or you know somebody will know me or I know somebody will know you. But we are all one people. So I'm not here to come and sugarcoat my talk. APC should have done a better job in planning that city. They should have. And how long will people then go to die or will people then go to lose waiting and work for all because of those in authority do not have foresight? They want to pay their party costs with our integrity and our decency. So many lands than the way people can go build. Only on the access road. I can just imagine an area there, almost barely woman and day. Where ambulance not for go down, taxi not for go down for go meet them where they call. All because of APC. Because if APC had planned the structure of Freetown, somebody will not go and build a 6-story building on the access road. No, they will not. But because APC, the corruption will make we pull the identity there. These are the reasons why we took them out of power. And now we are seeing some of the things that they did. How on earth are you going to give somebody a land to build on the highway, on the road? And then the people don't even have access to their own homes. I hope you APC people, the former minister, the former mayor, you should be down there in that Susan Bay helping those people now. Because you people granted people permits where they're not supposed to build. You people are those people is, one thing I love about these our people, they love our people to stay in those kind of situation. Yes, they love it. They love our people to stay in those kind of slump. They love our people to stay in those kind of darkness. Because at election time, they will go there and give them one bag grace. 20,000, you will see them dancing again. They don't want the people to be self-sufficient. They don't want the people to be able to be independent on their own. So they like to keep them in this kind of slump. Because when they don't have access to road, that tells you they don't have access to water. That tells you they don't have access to electricity. And this is what our politicians love. They love these things. Because they love when our people are in those kind of slump. Yes. They love when our people in those kind of slump. That is the reason why they refuse to give them access road. And APC is the main culprit in this. APC. You had been there for 11 good years. You should have planned the city. But no, because of your greed, you prefer our people to be poor and beggars. You fail to empower our people, APC. And today we are seeing disaster of unprecedented level. The mudslide was caused by you APC people. You APC people, you are the cause of that mudslide. How on earth are you going to give somebody permits to build on a hill? How on earth are you going to give somebody permit to build on the roadway? Blocking the road for thousands of people. Had that fire happened in the middle of night, do you know how many human losses we should have had? All because of, thanks to APC, giving somebody permit to build a 6-story building on the middle of the road. So there was no way fire force can access that area. There is no way ambulance can access that area. Imagine there is a pregnant woman down that Susan Bay, in the heart of the city, Freetown. Because of selfishness of our people, because of the backwardness of our people, because they want to suppress the poor people. That is the reason why they are giving people permits to build on the road. People are building houses in Freetown that they don't even have access road to. All thanks to APC. All thanks to APC. When you look at New Englandville, all the hills, they've broken it down. All the beauty of the place has been broken down. Some of those houses don't even have access road to go there. No access road. So if there is an emergency, people will die. All because APC failed. The former mayor of Freetown failed the Freetonians. He indeed failed us. Because he should have known better. He should have known where there should be roads. But because of their greediness, and they don't want the poor people to excel. They don't want them to have their power. They don't want them to have their own the power of their own, so they can keep on abusing our people. How on earth can you give somebody permit to build a 6-story building on the highway that is supposed to be an access road? So if there is a pregnant woman over there that is having a complication, she will die before she gets to the access to the road. You APC people, I hope you people can gather yourself and know what you are doing for those people. Because you APC people, you are the causer. Thank you, my dear sister. Thank you. I am not blaming SLPP on this. I am blaming APC squarely on this. Squarely. They were giving people land anywhere building places that don't have even access road. Some people building houses that don't even have toilets. They went and gave them their plans, and they accepted those plans for them to build in those places. I'm just happy that there was no loss of life. But APC is squarely responsible for this disaster, this natural, and it is preventable disaster. These are preventable disasters. These are not things that should be even happening. 1 or 2 houses should burn, not a whole community. Not a whole community. 1 or 2 houses, yes. But there was no road. Somebody had built a 6-story building right on the access road. Now we are talking about this particular disaster. Let us think our mind back. Do you know how many people have lost their lives coming down from that area because there is no access road? In Alo, we talk to you no more. You know how many women have died because there is no access road? That fire could have been prevented. But there was a 6-story building right on the middle of the access road. And all this thanks to APC. Thanks to APC. Because they were just giving permits. Like Chris Dog. Just to give permits. Some people give permits without no toilets. And the stupid APC, corrupt APC, were there giving them fucking permits. And today we're having this disaster. So man, all waiting to work for now in life, now all don't go so one day. I hope the mayor can do that now. Because if there is no planning, we go get for the symbol of the engineer. We'll get for the symbol of the engineer. And this is just because it was on a large scale. I am thinking now about how many children, pregnant women who had complications in their houses that they could not walk from where they were to get to the main road. How many women they don't die just because access road not there? All thanks to APC. You throwing up? You throwing up? No, I washed it. Oh, okay. All thanks to APC. True. I'm not here to sugarcoat my mouth. I'm not obligated to no political party. I'm only obligated to the people of Sierra Leone. Only obligated to the people of Sierra Leone. And I hope the mayor go think about where he go plan them place then now, where it go be where there will be an access road. Where there is no access road, there is no light. Where there is no light, there is no planning. Where there is no planning, teenage pregnancy go bokude because nobody not get road for pass. Not only in the slum area, ma'am. If you go look at New Englandville, there are so many houses there that don't even have access road. No access road. So if there is an emergency, they have to carry those people. If there was access road, that disaster should not have been in that magnitude. No way. But there was a 6-story building blocking the access road. And thanks to APC, because they allowed those people to build on the access road. Thank you, Mr. Jello. You know, true. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm not I don't get no political party. I'm only supporting Kamarimba. I was, but I'm not even a supporter now. But I still am a leader. You know what I mean? So I'm not here for politics. But I'm here to say it as it is. The disaster that happened is the cause of APC. Because they failed to plan the city. They failed to plan the city. And they were compromising our safety, as we have seen now. Because if you give somebody permit to build on the middle of the road, where you know, according to the master plan, there should be an access road here. But you allow somebody to go and build there. You gave them permit to build there. And today there is natural disaster. You are the ones. You are the cause. You APC people are the cause of this natural preventable disaster. Preventable. And I hope the mayor will use this opportunity to plan that area now. At least we don't want these sorts of things to happen anymore. People will not work all of their lives for them to lose everything in one day, in an inferno. And those people are taxpayers. They pay tax. So they should have access to fire force. They are taxpayers. So they should have access to what they are paying tax for. I hope the APC people will know what they did. And I hope this new government will start thinking about planning the city. Planning the city. How can you build a house, no access road to go to your house? If there is an emergency, no way to go there. And you people grant these people permit to build in these places. And today, when these things happening, I should come and say SLPP, and the craze. Yes, ma'am, that is why we are here to say it. We are here to say it. And I'm not here to sugarcoat my mouth. I'm not here to make anybody feel extra good. I'm here to say things the way they are. It's either you like me or you don't like me. It's your business. I don't give a heck. As long as God loves me. That's what is important. Anyway, my heart goes to those who lost their livelihoods. And for those children, it's another day. It's hard, but it is another day. But like I said, I think this should be an opportunity that the mayor can see a reason to plan that area now in a way in which there will be access, road access to hospital, access to schools, access to light, access to water, because it is her responsibility. For what the others have done, I hope she does. I know she will do what she can. And I hope she will plan the city now, because it is her time to make Sierra Leone a better place. Thanks once again. And I know I'm a controversial woman. I talk as a CM. This why na APC na then cause this disaster. And I hope say then go wake up and know say then kind thing there. You cannot give somebody permit to build a place where there is no access road. It don't make no sense. So many people are losing their lives just because of that. No access road. How can you build house? No access road. How can you build house? No toilet. And APC was just giving these people permits. And today people have lost their livelihoods. Thank God there was no loss of life. But they've lost their livelihoods. Some people will never be able to recuperate what they've lost. All thanks to APC. Because they were doing things that they're not supposed to do. They forget that they had a city to plan. giving people to permit to build on the road, giving people permit to build on where the garbage, where they're supposed to be garbage, giving people permit to build in the graveside, giving people permit to build on the seaside. This has nothing to do with SLPP. This is squarely on the head of APC. You go to Kokul Bay, where we used to go and catch cockle. Now you cannot even catch cockle there anymore. They've banked the water till they've already half of the ocean. Half of the ocean. And this is not SLPP, this is APC. They're the ones who did that. Like I said, I'm happy there was no loss of life yesterday. That was the best thing that happened. But again, how do you feel for you to have worked for your whole year? Maybe you've traded for the whole year since and for you to just lose everything like that. It's hard. But I hope they make amends and change some of those things that they did, some of those laws, planning. Some of those houses, big houses, no toilet. Bigger, no access road to them. No access road. You will say house, you have to walk to go into that beautiful house. Why? Because there's no planning. And I hope you APC people will wake up and start finding way to help those people. Because you are the people who plant them there for a disaster like this to happen to them. And by the way, if you are in the Atlanta area, I'll be doing a meet and greet in my mother's house. I'm on the 19th, on Saturday, 1906 Petit Lane, Lithonia, Georgia, 30058. I'll be having a meet and greet at my mom's house, 1906 Petit Lane, Lithonia, 30058. And it's going to be from like 5 to 8, just 3 hours meet and greet to know each other and things like that before I take off to North Carolina. So if you are interested in meeting me, knowing me, and you're in the Atlanta area, I'll be at my mom's house, 1906 Petit Lane, Lithonia, Georgia, 30058 on Saturday. So you can come in meet with me over there. You're welcome. Before I leave to North Carolina. And by the way, I'm asking you please, guys, to please go to your YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Casada Kitchen, the brand. Watch some of my videos, please. I need some like 3,000 viewing hours. I'm depending on you, my fans. So please watch some of my videos, watch them as long as you can. I need your help, I need your support. It is not about me coming here and talking, but I need to build myself up too, and I need you guys to help me do that. I love you guys, and as you know, most controversial Casada Kitchen, I'm not obligated to nobody. I have no political affiliation, but I'm here for the 7 million people that need a voice, and I am their voice. I am their voice. And at the same time, one of my other mission that I am very, very passionate about on this my tour is to encourage more women into politics. I know some of us can say, I don't mix by politics. It's a lie. Even in your house, you do politics there. Even in your house, you do politics there. And well, I don't want to talk about it, but let me just hit a little bit on why I'm coming in this now. Like I tell people, women, we have a part to play. This is the 21st century. We've sat down too long at the back seats. It's about time women get up and come to the forefront. You remember when I started my folk talk, People thought that I wanted to be explicit. No, 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 no. I was just giving the women power, because it's one thing about us people. If you are, especially in for a woman, if you've been found in an uncompromised situation, in most cases, the people want to use those situation to bring you down. Yes, especially with body shaming and things like that. And I think that nobody should bring anybody down because of how she perceived to do herself. And because in most cases the word of, oh, because you're a woman, especially when you want to come into politics, they have way to label you, because maybe because you've been in an uncompromising situation. But that is why I've given you the voice, that you can even be naked, but what you have to say, you can say it. Yes. That's why I'm giving you guys the voice. I'm really giving you guys the voice. And I'm appealing to more women. If you even have an iota of being in any government service or in any service, please do not sit back. Now we need women in politics. We need women who will come out and speak out. Everything that we see, especially in my beloved country, it is 85% men. But we the women, we are 75%. Yes, 70. We are 64%. Sorry, 64% women, and 44% men. So it's obvious that the women are more than the men. But when we look at decision making, it is the men that's making decision for us. Even when we come to healthcare, women affairs, we'll find out there are more men in it. Because why? We're the women, we decided to take a back seat. I'm encouraging you, if you have any desire to be in the political setting, please step up now. This is about time. Don't be in the corner. Come out. Let us know who you are. And let us start supporting you, woman to woman. You have a wonderful day. This is Daphne Maximilian Christina Pratt, aka Casada Kitchen. Please follow me on my YouTube channel, on my Instagram, and on my Facebook page. I love you guys, and you have a wonderful day. I'm out.